Okay, I had to make one. Guys, if I didn't make this video, I know that not people will be asking about it, but myself, I had to say something. Let's make this clear. I'm not going to be very detailed in this show. I'm not. I'm going to be generally telling you what happened. You're going to have to watch the rest of it. But the most important things I am going to cover here. Now, let me give it to you like this. Number one contendership for Gunther. And we had Ciampa, Ricochet, Matt, and Chad Gable when he was in his hometown of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Was it good? It was fine. But it was about Chad Gable winning. Sorry if I sound a little congested. I just sneezed my head off a couple of times already, so I had... Guys, they let Chad Gable win in his hometown. Now, does that normally happen? No. Is it a good thing? I don't know yet. I don't know. We already know Chad has already had a match against Gunther. He did great with it, but he got his ass handed to him. He's getting now a second chance at Gunther. I don't know where they're going to go. It looks like a push, but does not mean it's a push. But it looks like a push. Next, the match that I'm going like a rematch now. Now, I had to remember that this has been a while since they've had this rematch because they do it week by week by week by week. But this one is, 2 or 3 weeks old since the last time they touched one another. And that was Reed versus Nakamura. Okay, match. I felt that Ciampa was going to come out, but he did not. So Ciampa didn't come out. The match had its end where Kinshasa was done. And you get Nakamura getting back at Bronson Reed. Which, it should be Ciampa than Bronson Reed, to be honest. So, I don't know. Other than they just wanted to make a Nakamura look tough. There you go. Now, let me cover what happened. No, I'll wait. Let's do the match that I was surprised about. Becky's segment, talking about Trish Stratus and having a conversation with Zoe Stark. Now, I'm not going to tell you that Zoe can talk great. She can't. She needs work. That girl needs a lot of work, but she didn't sound that bad. She didn't sound that bad, but she needs some work. She's here, and Becky's here. Let's make it clear. That is Becky. This is Zoe. That was it. But as they were going through the motions of saying that Zoe is tougher than anybody that Becky met, and she's scared of her, and basically saying she's the best woman on the roster, one of the best there is. We literally get Shayna Baszler coming out with a damn shiner in her left eye. She looked like she got jacked in her shit. I gotta say it. She got jacked in her eye. So that means that match that we all know looked so bad had actual damage. So it looks like Ronda did jack her in the eye. She hit her hard because her eye right here was swollen beyond mostly recognition. And after they had a match, because of that talk, because Shayna didn't like how Zoe was saying that she was the baddest bitch, that the baddest bitch has already been beaten and now she is, we get the match where supposedly Ronda jacked her left elbow. She messed up her hand, looked like it was in a cast almost, and her thumb was locked up like this. And literally, Shayna shouldn't have been wrestling. She was getting her ass handed to her. That's how it felt. That's how it looked. So, it was a sloppy match. You can tell Shayna was messed up. She could barely lift I'm going to say this about their match. Because after this, I know people are going to say, damn, that match must have been really tough. A real MMA match. Guys, that match should never happened like that. It should have been a standard match. It could have been a submission match. It should have been a standard, ordinary wrestling match. Not an MMA match. Look what happened to Shayna Baszler. If she legitimately got hurt because of this match, it made it even worse. If you think it was done well, no, it wasn't. It looked so staged and so sloppy that literally no one thought anything happened, and look, something did happen. Shayna actually got hit in her eye right here. It was pitch black, and as that match with Zoe Stark was going, it was already like this. It was like this. Completely almost shut. And she went up to... Let me give it to you like this. After the match was over, because Shayna won, we already know. She went to Becky and said, when the time comes, I'm coming for you. That was good to see that. And the thing that got me, like, really, they're going there with Becky. Why was she drinking freaking lemonade? Was she drinking hard lemonade, or was she drinking lemonade? Because that was the most stupidest thing I've seen her do. I've seen Becky do some stupid thing, wearing really stupid clothes, talking a very dumb way, looking like a damn stripper. And I know that better than anybody because I was married to one. And I want to make this clear. Hearing that, if anyone's heard me say it before, if this is the first time, yes, I was married to one. She became one. My ex-wife chose to become one. I just loved her. She just wanted to do it. I tried to stick there, to be there, and it just, the marriage fell apart and I divorced her. But I want to say this to anyone. Strippers, I met more than a few when I was married to my wife. That is a hard job and a hard life. And if you've been a stripper, more props to you. It's not an easy life to live in. Now, you don't have to do it like that because you can do modeling. If you don't know what that is, look it up. Look up modeling for what they used to call strippers. There you go. Now, let's move on. Okay. Otis versus Ludwig Kaiser. I believe I'm pronouncing his name right. Due to the fact that him going into the Alpha Academy's locker room and messing with Maxine Dupree, we get this match. Which I'm going like, is this because they're trying to do something with Otis, Maxine Dupree, and Kaiser, or is this just setting up for Gunther? I felt it was setting up for Gunther, and it was. All of this was to set up to show that Gunther was dominant with Imperium, beating down Otis, making Maxine Dupree feel upset, and you have to have Chad Gable to come and save them both. That's what it was meant for. Now, Viking Raiders did an open challenge to anybody. New Day's back. Now, I want to say this. We know New Day had to win because it's been months since the ankle surgery for Kofi, and Xavier took some time off also on top of that. But I want to say this. They're still using the same music with the same announcement from a Big E, and I have done the video. I've done one video for my Gump Report about Randy Orton and about Big E. They're both in the same video, so you will get it probably tomorrow. But I knew they had to win, and they did. So New Day is back, and the question is going to be, what's going to happen with the tag titles? I don't know yet. I will talk about that in a moment, but let's move on to... I got to say this about Raquel Rodriguez dealing with... Guys, I know I can talk about this, and I am going to talk about Judgment Day dealing with Nakamura, Seth, and Cody, and what happened to Sami Zayn and the big goose egg he had like this. It was that far away from his elbow, like this. I will get to that in a moment, but I got to say this. Do I actually want to see Raquel Rodriguez dealing with a Rhea Ripley? No. But they got no other option. There's no one legitimate that has been built properly other than one of the tag champs for the women at the time. And now, supposedly, I didn't get a chance to see what happened. I went to the bathroom, came back. And supposedly, Sonya Deville is not there now? Something has happened. I didn't get a chance to catch what was going on. They said Sonya's gone for a little bit. Hopefully she'll be alright and she'll come back soon. That's what they said with the commentary team. That is now a Wade Barrett and Michael Cole, which is fine. I like them both. They're not so bad. They need a little work with their banter between each other, but it's not bad. But now Sonya Deville's not there. For some reason, either she's hurt or there's some type of family problem. I don't know. I didn't get a chance to catch what was being stated. So I'll have to check later after this. But I'm like, I kind of wish they hadn't lost the titles since Sonya's not there now for some reason. Something's happened. I don't know what it is. But last match, that was Judgment Day dealing with Nakamura, Seth, and Cody. Now, in the beginning, you had Judgment Day, you had Cody, you had Seth, then eventually you had Sami Zayn came out because of what was being talked about. And supposedly, I didn't see any problem with Sami's elbow. He seemed to be alright, but I didn't see it. But when we got the segment of Cody dealing with Brock and seeing Brock had showed him respect, a native of the same place as Chad Gable, I'm going like, okay, we're going to have all these three guys together. But then seeing J.D. McDonough beating up on Sami Zayn, and now he has a huge goose egg on his elbow that's further like this. That means pretty much it is full of fluid. There's a good possibility if it's this bad, because I've seen that, and that was from Jon Moxley. He had something like that. There's a possibility that he's going to need elbow surgery. I'm telling you right now. I'm hoping he doesn't, but Sami Zayn with a huge knot on his elbow may need to do surgery now. So that means the tag champs are done, because Kevin Owens is legitimately hurt right now. And now I'm hoping he's not. But even if he's not, if the elbow can be drained and he isn't badly injured, he takes a couple of weeks off and comes back, we still don't have any undisputed WWE Tag Champions that has gone from SmackDown to Raw. Nothing. So what the hell do we have here? We're going to have a tournament soon. But that's just me. I think they're going to do a tournament soon. I'm saying that now. Because if Kevin Owens is legitimately hurt, which he's supposed to be, and now Sami Zayn's elbow's got a huge fluid in it, and there's a good possibility he may need surgery if it isn't that bad. Maybe they just need to drain it. He has an infection. Maybe he needs to drain it. It takes a couple of weeks off, maybe a month. But still, unless they want to finally make them drop it and do a tournament, we still don't have any tag champions. And seeing New Day talk, I'm thinking they're going for it. I'm just saying. But we got Nakamura saying to Seth after they found out about Sami, I'll do it. So we had the match. Not bad match. In the end, Cody pins Finn. He doesn't pin Damian Priest. He doesn't pin Dirty Dom. He pins Finn. And then after that, Seth gets beaten up by Judgment Day. Cody gets beaten up by Judgment Day. Nakamura, they drive them off. But then as they're all cheering together, all of them raising their hands, eventually Nakamura kicks the head off of a Seth Rollins, because he's trying to make it clear, I'm going to be next. Nakamura being pushed? Is Chad Gable being pushed? Is Nakamura being pushed? Is the New Day going to be pushed because of what's going on with Kevin and Sami? And then the final thing I'm going to talk about, which is the one thing I need to talk about, which you'll see the picture of only, The Miz and LA Knight. I'm going to tell you this. I want to make this clear. 100%. Did that segment in the ring, was it good? Yes. It was damn good. Yes. LA Knight did botch. He did botch a little bit, saying that, I forgot what he said, but pretty much as he was trying to belittle a little bit of The Miz, he botched his words. But was it bad? Hell no. It was a great thing, even with one basic botch from LA Knight. It can happen. It's the first time he's been in a really high-profile spot. I'm not surprised he botched. Did The Miz sound great? Yes, he did. But I gotta say this before I explain what they talked about. This should have never happened. I want to make it clear. And I know you're going to say, dude, how can you say this is great? But it shouldn't have happened. We got a Raw guy dealing with a SmackDown guy. Eli Drake is not a free agent. Just because he won the Slim Jim Battle Royal does not mean he has the right to go anywhere he needs to. What the fuck is a brand split for? You see I'm botching my words. Why the fuck do we have a brand... Calm down. This stupid brand split shouldn't have been done. If Vince was in control and decided, fuck the brand split, I'm going to have anywhere and anyone I have, they should just make a straight announcement now stating that the brand split is over. Because LA Knight should not be on Raw. Taking away how good the segment was, he should not be there, period. And if anybody says, why are you saying that? Understand again, this should not be happening. LA Knight should be only on SmackDown. If he was Raw, he should be on Raw. SmackDown should be with SmackDown. It is fucking stupid that he should be there. Taking away how well the segment went down with everyone cheering. He shouldn't be there. The Miz shouldn't be doing shit like that. Neither should Eli Drake, as I call him originally, LA Knight. It's stupid. And if anybody's down below, and I know there's going to be someone that's going to say, I don't get why you're getting angry. He shouldn't be there. We had a brand split. Don't you remember it? Listen, there was a brand split. If you say down there, I'm going to just say brand split. Remember. Do you not understand WWE? For the last 8 months now, brand split, the most greatest shakeup. What shakeup? Let's go to LA Knight. The reason this happened because LA Knight was basically doing some camera work. He was pretty much getting a photo shoot. And the Miz didn't like it. Because he didn't introduce himself to the Miz. He didn't shake his hand. And that he got thrown out during the Battle Royal. He's angry. Eli Drake comes out with the hugest ovation. Everybody loves him. And he does his moment. LA Knight, yeah, my boy. My boy. He's my boy. He makes it clear. You know what? Okay, you're getting upset? I'll make it clear who I am. I am LA Knight. And he's sitting there saying, LA Knight, yeah. He takes his shades off and he wants to shake the Miz's hand. And he says, no. No, I will not be a stepping stone to anybody. I am a veteran. I deserve better after 20 years. What have you been doing? Now, I kind of wish they kind of let him go there with working in pretty much NWA, Impact Wrestling, Primetime Wrestling. I wish they had done it. He didn't even mention NXT, which I think they should have gone there as well. But pretty much, he said he was out there. They wouldn't let him in because he's a dangerous man. I wish he could have said, I'm a dangerous man. I've been on the outside looking in. I've gone through one of the oldest promotions, older than this one. I've gone to a promotion that has been known to almost rival this one, and that was back 20 years ago. And I am, from this promotion, working NXT. I kind of wish he went there. He didn't even need to say which promotion is which. People would figure it out. But let's make it clear. He made it all about him being a dangerous man. And if you don't like this dangerous man, you got me right here. Step up to me. And he pretty much went to Miz. Miz took off his jacket, and Miz does normally what Miz does. He fakes out, he attacks, and instead of doing his... Let me give it to you like this. Seeing blunt force trauma instead of the skull-crushing finale was actually quite nice. And then he shakes the hand of a Miz. Good. I'm glad it happened. It was great to see LA Knight in Minneapolis getting such a huge ovation, but it should never happened. I'm sorry. If you liked it, like me, good. But you should be pissed off that he's even there. But that just shows you how badly WWE is booking things. Yes, the show wasn't bad. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. Several things happened on the show that wasn't too bad. Seeing New Day back is cool. Seeing that Shinsuke is being pushed to a certain extent. Chad might be pushed to a certain extent. LA Knight is being pushed. And he will be working with The Miz, which he shouldn't be because SmackDown, Raw. Seeing Kaiser having a moment to talk was good. Not saying he's going to be pushed, but you get my point. I'm just saying that this wasn't bad. But we don't know if people are actually being pushed because it could end very quickly. Even though Vince is currently out of commission, I will be doing eventually a video on him. I'm saying it now. I'm waiting for more information. I want to hear what's going to happen. Maybe by the end of this week, I will be making a video on him. But I want to hear how far they're going to go. But it's just me. Peace.